in the Revachol Citizens Militia. Forget all that. In this episode, we smack down Measurehead, the super racist. Watch and enjoy. I know I will. I mean, it would be really, really satisfying to kick his ass, obviously. I don't understand why we can't just beat him with our crowbar. Okay, so it takes physical instrument, and I know we have this thing, so we're going to swap this for our disco shirt, and we're going to give it a shot. Okay, here we go. Measurehead.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
We have a 72% chance now. I think it was 58 before. That one extra point with advice from the scab leader is really helping. Alright, let's give it a shot. 72 is pretty good. Oh, we did it. Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break.
I guess he wasn't actually my buddy. He's not my friend either. Right? He's not my friend, guy.
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent.
Yeah, this is super satisfying. Fuck you,
All
you goddamn
hear is
bigot.
a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
Alright, we're gonna follow the scab leader's advice, back up and perform a flying spin kick. Kick his ass, kick his ass, kick his ass, kick his ass. Oh! Dang!
The man lands with a dull thump,
Yes.
like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
That was unbelievably satisfying. And of course, we have to scream Disco Inferno.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Who's the master race now?
Looks like you're the new Measurehead now.
I wouldn't go that far.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new Measurehead. Let's go, before he gets up.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kim. I don't want to be Measurehead. What can we see here? Kim has nothing to say. Let's take a look at Measurehead.
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily.
Yeah, it's good we didn't kill him because that would just be a horrible thing to do. We don't want to stoop to his level. Let's see what's in this box. Why is everyone moving slowly? Okay, more stuff. Right. So now, why are you guys moving so slow? Now we can walk over here and open this door because we push the button. We get into this place. Right? Yeah, the door's green. Yes, we can get in. Very nice. Very nice. Oh. Ooh. Some kind of room. Look at all the goodies in here. The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. What? Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. What? Is this his apartment or something? Every worker equals member of the board is written on top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Okay, thanks for that. What's this? Another postcard? Postcard, Le Jardin 21. We'll look at that in a little bit. A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. I could use a cup of coffee. What is this? Another postcard? Oh, it's a book. La Fume Vol 1, number 4. Oh, and we can interact with it. Nice. Okay. What else is in this place? Oh, there's stuff in the bathroom. Of course, we have to go plumbing around in the bathroom here. This is magnesium. Nice. We could use the morale healing. What's this? Oh. Ooh. Neat office shades. +1 visual calculus, -1 drama. Oh, speaking of which, Well, we need to put our drama shirt back on, but we'll do that in a minute when we go. Oh, what's this? Wait, there's an open... Okay, hold on.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Yes, bonus for us.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
It is. I agree, Kim. I agree. Let's take advantage.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
All right, let's browse through those folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Okay, nothing suspicious there. Is there anything else interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
This is a volition check. It's a white check. We only have 28%. I haven't put anything into volition for the reasons that I've described numerous times. It just doesn't seem to match who Superstar is. I don't want to fail the check and lose morale again, so let's see what else is in
The
here.
drawer slides shut.
Okay, we've got something over here and something over there. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. Okay.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Okay, let's insert 10 cents.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Oh, 17%. Let your muscle memory dial a random number. I mean, okay. Actually, no, I guess we'll wait because we can try it again another time. Okay, where else can we go? Oh, is this a stairway out? What is this? Oh, wait. Let's look at the stuff we got. Okay, so we got an item. We got this postcard. We'll move it over here with the other postcards. And then we got the book, La Fume, Vol 1, number 4. We can interact with it. The leading intellectual organ of Martinet's Communism offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizzell with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. This was, I think we learned that these white antlers and that inverted star, that pentagram or whatever it was the sign of communism. Let's interact with this book.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Frizzell. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why Frizzell?
Because Frizzell was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
It's satire, I see. Flip through the pages, see what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
Oh, so it's like the New Yorker.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents.
Okay.
The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Okay, let's just do all of this, I suppose. Maybe, especially because it's a communist magazine, maybe we get some good stuff out of it. Read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism.
I think Superstar, as the one to bring back communism, is going to find this very appealing.
But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
Okay. I guess so.
Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership.
Nice.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Yours in struggle is wonderful. I want to do this, but he's not stupid. In fact, he's got a super high intellect. So let's do this. Play it cool. Pretend everything is in order.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine.
Okay.
You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are.
Yeah, it is, in fact, as it said at the beginning, a bit tedious.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What is Kunst und Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Ah, okay. I'm glad you told me, because it would not have dawned on me.
Why they decided to title this one section Invalda is beyond you. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
As in Cindy the Skull? Nice.
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. The Tip Top Tournée is an inter-Isolari racing series, mostly known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll. In Revachol, it's held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit.
Oh, so this is where Jacob Irv would have raced and won, it sounded like. Let's read the profile of Cindy.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
This is consistent with Cindy. She hates everyone. All right, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
I'm beginning to suspect that these Mazovian folks are pretty uptight. Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
But that presumably is what pays.
So, all of it, basically.
Hang on. Even though I just said this, what's wrong with a good motor crash? Hang on. Who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka.
Okay. Are those names meaningful to us? They don't ring a bell for me.
There's no way those are real names.
Wait, why aren't they real names?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
Yeah, okay. I agree with you, conceptualization. What's so bad about sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
That is true.
Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a fritter.
I think somebody has an issue with NASCAR. I think that's what we're sensing here. Right, but then you get to see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
Yeah, that's true of ice hockey, football, rugby. That's true of a lot of sports.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real racers that you're really watching for.
Yeah, I don't think Superstar is in it for the racing. Yeah, wow, you're right. I really am just in it for the violence.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tourney is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Oh, we have to go for this first one. Kim, did you know that Tip Top Tourney is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalist destruction? I had no idea.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
The lieutenant furrows his brow. I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for life under capitalism.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed.
And it's certainly consistent with our communist practices or communist beliefs.
If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
Kim is rational, but a bit of a killjoy.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Let's see what they mean by local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike.
Yep, that makes sense.
You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta.
Okay, this is all consistent with communist philosophy.
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
I'm not sure what to pick here. These are all ridiculous, but we're not going to do damn communists. We're not going to side with Wild Pines. That makes no sense. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Or why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. How about we go for the crazy? Charging rent to live somewhere is pretty outrageous.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward.
We just got a STEAM achievement. Biggest communism builder. Employ critical theory 9 times.
It's true. The rentiers have been bleeding you dry. You really ought to find your own place one of these days.
Oh yes, that would be great. And in fact, when we learned about having to pay the Whirling in Rags 20 real every night, it did mention that we had to do that until we found a place to rent. So hopefully we can find a place, maybe that place the real estate agent was cleaning up.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Okay, let's put the magazine away. Okay, where else can we go? Nowhere. So let's go this way. It looks like stairs, maybe out of this place. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, look where we are. We don't have to make the jump. Oh my gosh.
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back.
Oh, this is sweet ass. We don't have to make that ridiculous jump with our lame-o savoir-faire. Let's grab the cloak.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips.
Very nice. Okay, so let's take a look at this cloak that we have suspensefully been waiting for here. +1 esprit de corps and +1 shivers versus our current jacket, which is +1 suggestion, -1 half-light. Well, we've been doing really well with suggestion, but I think we can drop the point in suggestion to get +1 esprit de corps and +1 shivers. For sure. Let's read it. +1 esprit de corps, taking back the streets. Shivers, know thy neighborhood. A police cloak made from heavy tarpaulin. It would be nigh wind and waterproof if there weren't 3 bullet holes scattered on the surface. The signature white rectangle of the RCM covers the garment's back. Very nice, although interesting about these bullet holes. I wonder if we were shot at. Or if we shot it. Oh, that would be typical. And we've put it on. Look at this. All right. +1. Oh, look, it turned green when the thing changed. What a triumphant day! We started by trouncing Measurehead and we ended by finally obtaining the Policeman's Cloak. Join me next time when we explore this whole new area. Until then, please remember to like this video, consider subscribing to the channel, and most importantly, to have your pet spayed or neutered, but not both.